Hi, good evening, Vice Mayor Asher and council members. Bob Canter with the Emeryville Chamber of Commerce. I just want to say this has been a very impactful meeting so far. We haven't gotten to the main agenda, but that was very touching, the tribute to Liz Altieri. As you mentioned, she had a very deep connection to the Chamber of Commerce, including when I started here over 12 years ago. She was our treasurer. And when you run a nonprofit organization, you work very closely with your treasurer all the time. That was quite nice. And I loved what our poet here, Sarah, said. She hit upon two of our old names here, Butchertown, which was our line to all the tanneries and the butcher shops that were here for many years in Emeryville. And of course, the Rotten City reference. That was the famous quote from Earl Warren when he was either the Alameda County DA or the District Attorney of or the Attorney General of California when he made that quote about the Rotten City in the West. And then you and Liz, you mentioned making it the best little city in the East Bay, so we've come a long way from those days. But the main thing I wanted to mention here tonight, I just wanted to thank Mayor Brinkman and Absentia, obviously, and Karen Hemphill for inviting the Chamber of Commerce to be part of the Alameda County Mayor's Conference dinner last Wednesday, which was held at Expression College for Digital Arts. Councilmember West was there, and I thought it was, it's the first time I had ever been to one. I thought it was very successful, and our generous Emeryville Chamber of Commerce members, business members, were instrumental in, I think, helping it make a success. Expression College hosted the entire event there at its complex, and it was very nice. They hired a jazz band for part of the evening, and our chamber member businesses donated a lot of very nice gifts to put together gift bags, 50 gift bags, personally stuffed, transported, unloaded by your chamber CEO with a lot of help from later Karen and her assistant. We had gifts from Cliff Bar, Trader Vic's Restaurant, Bay Street, those nice umbrellas, pens from All East Bay Property, Jason Crouch and the Chamber, and Pixar Animation Studios donated nice gifts. So I think we put on a pretty good show. I think Emeryville represented itself well. I guess now we made Karen 18 months for the next one, so I can start storing up more stuff for that. But I just want to say I appreciate the partnership with the Chamber of Commerce, and Mayor Kurt was very kind to mention that at the Mayor's Conference tonight to acknowledge the Chamber's contribution. So I just want to acknowledge that. Thank you very much for letting us be a part of that.
Thank you, Bob. Any further public comments this evening? Okay.
Vice Mayor?
Yes.
Before we move on to City Manager's report and the rest of the agenda, I just want to comment on Fran's request that the sewer laterals be inspected. I think that's an eminently reasonable request, and I'd like to see if the building official can make that happen.
Well, I'm not personally familiar with the situation, but under the city's private sewer lateral ordinance, there are three things that trigger the sewer lateral ordinance. One is $100,000 worth of work, one is the sale of the property, and the third is a change out of the water meter. It's my understanding from the Public Works Director that none of those triggers are met for this project. So we don't really have the legal authority to require a sewer inspection. Although if there's a code violation or some kind of a health issue, we can look into it. I'll take that back to the building official and see, you know,
This has
what
been
he can
an
do.
ongoing health and safety problem.
If it's in the lateral, we can inspect the lateral. If there's issues within the internal plumbing of the building, that's a separate issue. And
I understand.
Right,
I just asked about the lateral.
Okay. On to item number 4.